One of the most important aspects of asthma management is patient education. Without this, we cannot achieve adequate control of asthma and reach the goal of happy and healthy life. We have to explain the nature of the disease to the patient. Asthma is a chronic inflammation, allergic inflammation of the airways. And we need to explain the action of the drugs that we prescribe, the inhaled corticosteroids as controllers or preventers, and the inhaled bronchodilators as relievers. We have to stress the need for regular and long-term therapy. There is no shortcut for asthma treatment. That way only we can convince the patients to continue with their inhaled medications and then add on medications whenever there are acute symptoms. We have to allay all fears and concerns about asthma and the chronic invalidity. Once they are on good treatment, the invalidity and pulmonary function deterioration can be forestalled and completely arrested. That we have to emphasize. Peak flow testing will be a routine method of office assessment of the severity of the asthma and of the prognosis of the patient. Of course, wherever needed, we can do a pulmonary function test to substantiate the findings of peak flow testing and clinical opinion, so that we can see whether the asthma is controlled, partially controlled or uncontrolled. It is better we ask the patient to maintain symptom diary and treatment diary. That will help us in ascertaining whether the asthma in a particular patient is under control or not. Some more points on patient education. Emphasize that asthma is a common disorder. It is not that he alone is suffering in the society. There are several asthmatic children. 12% of the children do have asthma. Many adults do have asthma. It can happen to anybody. And also impress on the patient that it may not be a lifelong illness. With adequate control of symptoms and prevention of all the exacerbations, the patient can be just maintained on-demand short-acting bronchodilators alone. That is a step 1 therapy if patient is properly controlled. It is not caused by any supernatural forces. Asthma, remember, is not contagious. We have to impress on the parents and the family members that it is not a contagious illness, and all kin need not be affected. Though there is some amount of genetic makeup that is working for the innate atopy, it is not that all the children of the same parentage will suffer asthma. Recurrent attacks of cough with or without wheeze should not be ignored, and they might be the clues for the underlying ROAD. Between attacks, people with asthma lead a perfectly healthy and normal life. In most cases, there is some family history of allergy, either in the form of eczema or nasal allergy or rhinitis or nasal polyp or some sort of other allergic manifestation. We need to emphasize that asthma can effectively be controlled, although sometimes we may not be able to cure the illness completely. In some people, it can be cured too. Effective asthma management programs include good patient education, objective measurement of lung function, environmental control, and of course, pharmacotherapy using inhaled medications. A stepwise approach to pharmacotherapy is recommended from step 1 to step 5. If we may need to increase the medication depending on the severity and step down the medication once the acuteness and the symptomatology is controlled. The aim is to accomplish the goals of perfect control of asthma and good quality of life with the least possible medication and side effects.